Hey everyone, today we're going to be opening up this 60-year-old can of Twin Pet dog food. This is produced in the 1960s. Take a look at these interesting graphics. It says dog food, good for cats too. I've never seen that in my life before. Usually cat food has a lot more protein that a dog doesn't need, and if a cat's eating dog food, they're not getting enough nutrition from it. So that's very interesting to see this 60-year-old can that says that. Now, one side of it is super faded, while this side looks perfect. So I wonder where it was sitting for all these years. Now, if we look at the back of it at the ingredients, look at this. Guaranteed analysis, crude protein, crude fat, crude fiber, ash, salt, calcium, phosphorus, dry matter, and moisture. I've never seen it worded that way. And the ingredients list: poultry byproducts, soybean meal, ground corn, salt, iron oxide, sodium nitrate, water sufficient processing. That's kind of weird. But, so this is basically mostly chicken meat, is what this is saying. Or maybe it's all chicken meat, the byproduct. But we're going to open this up today and see what this pet food looks like. I'm definitely not going to feed this to my cat, since it's dog food and it's 60 years old. This is probably going to be super gross, but I've never opened animal food on this channel before. But we've opened plenty of things that looked like it. This thing is like a bomb. There's so much pressure. Look at the can. It's no longer flat. It doesn't sit right. Bulged on both sides. Cans back in the day were super heavy duty. A modern can would have started leaking by now. I can't even push this. This is like a bomb. I wish there was a way to measure exactly how much pressure is inside this. So, this is so bad, I don't think we can use an electric can opener or even a normal can opener. I think I'm going to have to use a military P51 can opener, which I got over here. P51 can opener is slightly bigger than the common P38. So we're going to use this can opener. It's good to keep one in your vehicle or on a keychain when you're camping. You can just simply pierce it. It takes a good amount of time, but it's absolutely tiny. I'm going to be using the bigger one because I've actually broken the smaller P38 before on some of these super thick vintage cans. Alright, so I think this here has a potential of being extremely stinky. So far, the stinkiest product we ever opened was the old Spam right here. That was disgusting, rotting in there. And it didn't even compare to the Surströmming. That was the worst, the Spam. I think we might have a problem here today. So, I want to put this on for safe measures. This is going to be a bad one, I just know it. I think I got to put my glasses on first. This is going to spray, I know it is. There's so much pressure in there. So, I expect this to squirt pretty far. But we're going to pierce it now from the bottom here. It's a bit more rusty on the bottom from the humidity wherever it was stored. Ah, this is a thick can. They were thicker back in the day. Oh, we let out pressure. Look at that. Ah! Look at that. It's pooping in such a skinny line. Ah. There's so much pressure. It's literally clogging the hole. That's going to be bad. I can smell that already. Look at it go. I think the pressure is just about gone now. But that had a lot in it. I've never seen that before. It still looks like dog food. It doesn't look that much different. No, not too much different.
I can smell it's all metal. It smells like metal, not like dog food, one bit. Alright, now we gotta go around this whole thing. We're gonna try. Ah, there's still pressure in there. Look at that. Ah. Gotta make that hole bigger. It needs more space to get out. Ah. I think this stuff is like expanding. It's acting like expanding foam. This can is not easy to open, not one bit. You see, it's going along, but when I get to these corners, it just won't go around them. That's the problem I'm having right here. So, I will be back in a moment with a different way to open this. Gross. You let out pressure. Look at that. Ah! Look at that. It's pooping in such a skinny line. Alright, I'm back after thoroughly washing my hands. And right underneath the counter, we got a kitty cat down there.
Right down here, found a nice sleeping spot on top of that laptop case. You hear that? He's purring loud in there.
We're gonna try a knife now. There we go. Usually I'd bang on this like a hammer, but this can won't stay upright. That smells really, really bad. This is so bad. Gross. Look at that in there. Inside of the can. That's what it looks like.
I'm going to take this stuff off. Glasses and respirator. Don't need them anymore. I just didn't want that spraying all over my face or eyes when I was opening it. I thought it was going to be more liquid. This is actually pretty dry for pet food. At least drier than the modern stuff I buy. So this does not smell like meat. One single bit to me. All it smells like is chemicals and metal. That's all I'm smelling. This does not smell like meat. No. This is not meat smelling. I think it was rotting in there, creating a lot of gas. That's what the pressure was. It really reminded me of Surströmming, which is fermenting. That's why when you open it, it sizzles for a very long time. When you put it in your mouth, it feels like it's moving around. It feels like it's carbonated. That's what this reminded me of when I first opened it. It just kept going and going. Look at all that coming out of that little can. That's a good amount. Wow, I didn't notice from the outside, but the ribs on this can, look how super duper strong they are. The corrugation on this can is very good compared to new ones you'd buy. Everything was stronger back then. The metal's all beefed up, really thick. Modern canned food, the gasket would have started leaking before it would even have got to this pressure. Back in these days, up until the 1990s, they were allowed to use lead in the seals, and this probably has lead leached into it. Most old canned food, when I tested, it has lead in it. Let's see if we can bang it out. Yeah. That actually worked pretty well. Because I want to preserve the can so I can put it on my shelves. I want to ruin it as little as possible. That's why I open them from the bottom. I still want it to look as if it is new. See, I was able to bang most of it out. I'm going to keep trying. Yeah, you see? Now, we're going to let it soak. But it's a greasy product. It may not work too well. Worst case, we'll just let it dry up in there. Doesn't really matter. We'll just reseal the bottom of it. You can get those plastic covers and just seal it in there once it dries. I've done that before. Just sit it on a shelf. Once it dries, they have like these covers for cat and dog food, so you can save it for another day if you don't give it to the animal all at once. I might do that because I really like this old can. Look what came out of it. That's so much. Well, somebody's going to be eating that, and I don't even think they're going to like it because this is so gross. I'm going to feed it to the septic bacteria. Let's go feed the toilet this giant pile of crap. Yeah, the whole other room where I opened it, it smells so gross in there. Just chemically and metal. I'm glad, because when we opened the Spam, the house, you could still smell it in here for 3 days. We just couldn't ventilate it. Alright, gotta make sure I get my can openers out of here. I can wash them off in the sink. Throw that in the garbage. And feed the toilet. And feed the toilet. I love this water pressure. It just gets everything right off it. Gets it right out of the insides of the knife. Alright everyone, now that this dog food has been marinating in the toilet for like 20 minutes, we're finally going to go ahead and give it a flush. It looks like a big fat deuce at this moment. And there it is gone. And there it is gone. Gone forever. Bye-bye, dog food. Alright everyone, I hope today's video was interesting. I gotta go ahead and open the windows in here because this room now is very musty from that can. I hope today's video was interesting, and thanks for watching, and have a great day. I just got a little bit of cleanup to do now. All right, everyone, it's been 1 hour. I've been sitting in here editing together this video, and this room stinks. I can't get rid of this smell. I haven't opened the windows yet. No, I haven't, but this room, the metallic smell and or the gases that came out of that can absolutely are bothering me. I have a slight headache, and my nose is tingling from the horrible gases that came out of that can today. So I better go and get these windows open immediately.